So you love the N64. Maybe you're trying to put a little collection of games together. After all, Nintendo's first 3D console was home to a number of classics, like Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and GoldenEye. Unfortunately, once you move past 3 or 4 titles, it becomes a little awkward to display your games on a shelf. Honestly, it's harder to find the game that you're looking for than it needs to be. This is because Nintendo of America chose to do things a little differently with the N64. Unlike the NES and Super Nintendo, N64 cartridges lack an end label. This means it's impossible to tell which game you're looking at from any side but the front, which makes storage an issue. I'll concede that other regions lacked end labels on previous systems, but that's something they've had to deal with. Here in the States, we've always had the luxury of browsing our games in a stack. Being somewhat particular about how I arrange my games, getting an N64 again recently sparked a search for a solution to the top label problem. Several titles that I picked up had a set of full-width top labels that I actually like quite a bit. They featured gray or variable backgrounds that emulate the plastic of the cartridges. It wasn't until I spotted the labels that I ended up with that I dropped the search for a set that matched what I already had. I'm gonna admit, my first thought when looking at these labels was, why are they only half width? That's crazy. And then I started to think about it. I'm in the habit of checking my carts for authenticity and giving the pens a quick shine after I get a new game. When I went to clean the carts with the full width label, I had to peel it back to get to the board inside. This was a royal pain and degraded the stickers themselves. But the half label won't match the rest of my Nintendo carts, I thought to myself, until I took a closer look at my shelf of games. Both the Super Nintendo and NES cartridges feature labels that wrap around and cover only half the top side, allowing them to be opened without damaging the label. And at this point I was sold. And honestly, I'm glad I was. These labels are easy to install while still having a good hold on the cartridge. And the waterproof vinyl material means they won't smudge, even if you have greasy fingers like me. And just look at how they bring a humble collection of carts like mine to life. The creator has done an excellent job of matching the tone of the existing artwork, and the labels greatly enhance the look of the carts themselves. Before I sound like too much of an infomercial, I do want to clarify, this video has not been sponsored in any way. I am including a link to the eBay sellers page in the description, but I get no sort of kickback on these. Maybe we could change that? Maybe? I'm honestly just that happy with how these labels worked out, and I wanted to make sure that anyone in the market for something similar got a chance to see the difference that a half label provides. So what do you think? Pretty sharp? Waste of money? Let me know in the comments section below, and I'll see you all in the next Retro Tech Select.